Hi, I'm Adam Hoge from CHGO Bears.
And I'm Luke Stuckmeyer from CHGO Cubs.
And this is CHGO Tavern Style, presented by Salerno's Pizza. Head over to the Grand Avenue location. Call 312-666-3444 to make a reservation today. And on today's episode, we are debating this awesome question. Are the White Sox too dreadful to watch?
Now, it seems unfair to put the Cubs guy onto this conversation, but the answer is true for anybody that has a brain. Yes. Yes, they are too dreadful to watch. The only way the Sox aren't too dreadful to watch right now, after like 3 straight losses to the Tigers to begin the year, they'll never get to 500. Sean, Herb, and Vinny have the toughest job here at CHGO.
Without a doubt.
Trying to make it interesting for a year, right? The only way it's somewhat, slightly, just a hair interesting is like when you go by a bad car wreck on the express, when you have to kind of turn and look and just see like how many cars were involved in that one.
Right. How many times did Eloy run into the net this year?
How many games did it take him to get hurt?
Well, the answer was 3. I had the under, so I lost. Look,
I mean, I don't want to laugh at an injury. It's just...
Yeah, but at some point when it's like every month of every season, like, it's not really funny, but it's just...
No, it's just
also,
expected. It's expected.
Sad is what it is, and you can't help but chuckle a little bit when it happens again. Look, I tried to give him a chance. Luke, I took my son to opening day. I spent the money on tickets that they had way overpriced and couldn't even sell out opening day, which kind of answers the question for itself. If you can't sell out opening day, then you probably are too dreadful to watch. And it wasn't a good fan experience. And actually, the pitcher that we didn't know how many innings he could actually pitch did pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Garrett Crochet had a great outing, and they couldn't get past first base in the game. So it wasn't a good fan experience with stuff off the field. On the field, one guy was worth watching. And then they just continued to lose all weekend. I mean, the games, I guess, were a little bit entertaining, but now you're playing the Braves. It's just, I can't think of what are the reasons right now to go to these games.
I understand opening day. I can't imagine going to see Tigers, White Sox in the type of weather that we've had, right?
No.
And are going to have. Like, it's bad baseball. You've got the franchise not telling you directly, but sort of telling you directly, we'd like to be a version of the Royals.
Yeah.
Some sort of version of the Royals. Luis Robert Jr. is the only reason, maybe Garrett Crochet is, Luis Robert is the only everyday reason to watch the White Sox. That's it. The rest of it is like, it's not even Connor Bedard with the Blackhawks, because hockey's so much more fast-paced. Even if you're not a hockey fan, you can look at it and say, wow, that's exciting. There's a lot going on. And this Bedard guy, anytime he touches it, could have the puck and could score, could have an assist. This is a guy that comes up to bat every, hour.
Yeah. Right.
What else you got?
You don't have much, but you do have Salerno's Pizza, and March Madness is upon us. Watch the big dance live at Salerno's on tap, located at 1201 West Grand Avenue in Chicago, or call us for carryout and delivery. Mention CHGO and get half off your pizza. Call 312-666-3444 or go to salernospizza.com.
Good
All
pizza.
Right. I'm glad you brought up the Hawks, because I had the exact opposite experience bringing my family to a Blackhawks game last month.
See?
Similar situation. They're not a very good team. They have one legitimate star in Connor Bedard. They're trying to rebuild. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
We had a great experience that day when we went to the United Center to see the Blackhawks on a family day. And you could see signs of hope for the future. And obviously Bedard is already, you could tell he's just already the best player on the ice. But Luis Robert should be a star too. And it's just he barely exists in this town because the White Sox are so bad around him.
That's true. And the thing that really bothers me about it, it's not that they're rebuilding, because it was the right decision to rebuild and start all over. It was their own fault, but it was the right decision. It's still the stadium thing drives me crazy. If they were playing with this team in a brand new ballpark with a great view, would it be any more entertaining? No, it'd be the same garbage.
Yeah.
So why would the city give them $2 billion? I want the new stadium too, but the stadium's not the problem. Guaranteed rate isn't the problem. The problem is what they're putting on the field.
Right.
They're going to lose 100 games again, easily. Easily they're going to go back-to-back seasons with 100 losses. I don't see any way even at just 0-3 and they're losing again as we're recording this, going towards 0-4, I don't see any way this team gets to 500 this year.
Oh, no chance. I don't think they get to 60 wins. I'm wondering what's the lowest amount of wins ever? Probably should have looked that up before we started. But like, could they end up in the 40s?
Well,
I think there's literally been one MLB team that's made it to the 40s, and it was like the Mets in '64. It was like 46 wins.
Like low to mid 50 wins, I could see happening.
If they were playing in the American League East, or if they were playing in the National League West, I would say, well, they're headed for like 40 wins. But because they're in a division that's so mid, maybe 60 wins, because baseball. But they're not going to mean anything. They're not going to mean anything.
No, I think we've answered the question. That was Sean Anderson, by the way, and he's Luke Stuckmeyer, and I'm Adam Hoge. And yes, the White Sox are too dreadful to watch.
We all silly like the mayor.